me, the Tool Addict. Woo! How you doing? What's going on? You guys back to watch me again? You just love it. You're official Tool Addicts. If you watch me more than once, you're probably hooked. And that's okay. Because that's what we do here. But today, we're going to talk about some Dewalt stuff. Because it's near and dear to my heart. Yellow tools matter. And quite frankly, I just like to piss off the Milwaukee fanboys. And the Snap-on fanboys. And whoever. I just like to mess with you guys. Any of you guys that just get your giblets all twisted. You know, for me personally, it's all about what works best for you at the end of the day. And I know guys just get wound up tighter than a snare drum when you talk about, you know, their tool brand that they love. And quite frankly, you guys should know, if you watch my channel this much, you already know that that's pretty much my MO, is just getting you guys, you know, get you all snagged up in that. And it is what it is, you know. But anyways, we're gonna talk about how this old fella right here, the old DCF903. It's been about 6 months since I've had this thing. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about some TStack stuff here. We're gonna talk about some Dewalt future stuff, Black Friday stuff maybe, and just kind of give you guys a glimpse and all that stuff. So let's get into it. All right, so I didn't show this on my channel, but I bought this new TStack, and I really like this thing. It's got a couple of features, and these have been around. You know, you got your locking handle, holds in there, locks in pretty well, just by the flip of this little fella right here. Then she pulls up, locks in. It's a little bit heavier duty. Now, I did buy this because this came with my Mac Impact, which is the same as the 1/2-inch drive Dewalt, and I still got a charger in it because I got plenty of chargers. But I put my SunX sockets in there, and we've got the foam insert that comes out of this, and this is really nice. I really like this kit from Mac. I've talked about this, but this is Mac's version, which is, I think it's the first series of TStack, basically, what they use. It's got a air valve in the top of it here. Nice handle, it clips in here. And then this is basically just a big open piece in the bottom here. Now I also, did I say TStack? This is the, this is the Tough System. Whatever. I get them confused. So many of them. So this is the Tough System. This is like the first version. This is the second version. I like this handle really well on this one, and that's why I bought it. But I also, you guys have done a video on the TStack, and I bought this kit because I wanted a dual setup. Both of them, that one's got the wheels on it too. But for the money, and with Black Friday coming up, I would definitely not be surprised if you could pick these things up. I think I picked up the Tough System roller piece down there for like $79. I bought that whole system over there for the TStack for right around 80 bucks, and obviously I had this. Just this is all I need. I'm not gonna get crazy in the pack outs and whatnot. This is all I need because I want stuff to just stack in there so I can do like if I can have a little mobile setup here, and I'm gonna put my scan tools and whatnot and get a system packed out for or set up for that, so that I can throw these two boxes in there. You know, have my Impact in there. You know, just some basic tools and whatnot like that, so I can grab both of these and go. That's what I'm planning on setting up, and I'm going to set that up. And if you guys want to see that video, let me know, because I think this is a pretty cool thing to have, and it's really good for anybody who's just a DIY or whatnot like that. They can, you know, have a small system like this and probably work out of it, you know, majority, instead of buying even a big toolbox or a cart or anything like that. You know, you can do all that stuff. So, you know, I just want to kind of talk about that real quick, and just how I like this. I've never really messed with the pack out system. I'll put links for it. There's the part number for this Tough System here. Never already did that right there. So let's talk about some cordless tools though, and talk about some Dewalt stuff. All right, so I want to give my kind of an update on the old DCF903, and obviously you can see I've definitely been putting this thing through the ringer. In fact, the Dewalt's been coming off of it. The one thing I will tell you that I love the most about this is this 5 amp hour battery. This thing is absolutely a beast. I swear to God, I never have to charge this thing. It is absolutely crazy. Insane how long this 5 amp hour battery lasts. Now, a lot of you guys might not know this, but Mac Tools implemented this on all their batteries, on their cordless tools. And I've talked about this on my channel a lot of times. This rubber housing here, which I think is absolutely fantastic. They are changing up some of this on here. You will see here, I have noticed, I've had some, this has got a lot of holes here, and I do get concerned about that with fluids and whatnot, because the Mac is a little bit more protected, and I'm hoping that Dewalt, so the thing is Mac is supposed to be changing all of their tools to Dewalt, from what I understand. I don't know if that's 100% confirmed yet, but that way the dealers don't have to deal with hearing people say, your tools are made by Dewalt and they're overpriced, blah, blah, blah. But even you can see here with the Dewalt, here's the problem with buying homeowners tools. You know, I'm starting to get wear on this in 6 months in, and I need that automotive protection housing in order to keep the tool pretty decent. It's not bad now. I mean, there's not nothing really crazy on it. Obviously, I love the 3-ring LED. That's the best way to go, and everybody's going to be using that. Obviously, Dewalt Power is coming out with the new PowerStack batteries, so it's going to be really interesting. If they have the 12-volt line come out for these, which if you guys haven't seen them, they're going to be released here in 2 weeks for the Dewalt PowerStack batteries, which are going to add like 30 or 40% power to them. And it's been all over. I've seen it all over in every channel, and obviously Dewalt's a big deal. But from a perspective of somebody who's been using this versus I've actually had an M12 stubby, and I like the balance of this tool way better. I can tell you that I grab this tool obviously quite a bit. It's one of my go-tos. In fact, my two go-to tools are these tools right here. Now this one doesn't have quite as much as my M12 did. Excuse me, but I will tell you this much. I like the lighting on it better, and I have not had a single issue with this breaking. And if you notice that, did you see that? This popped out really good. This pops out every time. Seems like it's a quick change. I've noticed the batteries last really good on it, which I didn't really have any problems with my M12. But I just really like the new Dewalt line and the way they're growing. But once again, if you notice here, just even on this right here, we'll look at this comparison. Notice how this has got a screened in here versus the vents are right there, and they're not really protected. That's the one thing that's scary to me, because there's times where I get grease and stuff in here. The thing about the Max is everybody always goes, what's that mean, nylon glass-filled housing? Well, they have a little bit stronger strength to them the way they put them in here. If you look here, and then this isn't a comparison about Mac or nothing, but I just want to kind of talk about this, because you see right here this ridge where they put a little bit more strength in the housing, which doesn't matter. It's all subjective, but, you know, at the end of the day, a little bit extra, you know, impact resistant for me dropping it. I can tell you that I can beat these tools up and I can trust it. I'm not easy on stuff. I'm not hard on stuff, but I'm not easy. And that one time where that thing falls and gets damaged is going to cost me big time, where I got to send it in and get rebuilt. This thing's been on the torque test channel, and I think it showed that it delivered, what, 260 foot-pounds, and it has been super sufficient for what I want it to do, and it gets the job done. Lightweight, compact. Now, I will probably be getting the DCF903, I think it is, the half-inch version. Or not the half-inch, the 20-volt version, I'm thinking, because curious to see what it does, or how I like it versus my mid-torque that I have right now, which my mid-torque does everything I need it to do, and it pulls like 384 foot-pounds. So, at the end of the day, this thing's been holding up really well. I don't have any complaints, honestly. I wish I could say something bad about this, but I really don't have anything to complain about. I would like to say it lacks power, but it's only a 12-volt tool, so where is it lacking power? It's doing everything I want it to do, breaking out caliper bolts, little jobs that I want it to do. If I know that I'm going to get into something bigger, this is a tool that is going to run from 16 millimeter down to 10 millimeter with ease. You're going to break all those fasteners loose. no problem. And I'm usually, it's kind of a rule of thumb with me. If it's above 15 millimeter, or 15, 16 millimeter, I go up to a 1/2 inch. Just depends on the situation. I look at the fastener and I know, rusty shit, I'm going to need a bigger tool. Something that's not as rusty, I have a feeling this is going to break it. You develop a feel for this stuff over the time, guys. And I think it's really hard for people to understand where I'm coming from unless you're a mechanic that does this daily. A lot of guys know that and they relate to that, and it's really hard to convey that message to everybody. You know, me looking at a fastener versus somebody who doesn't need to deal with that every day. You know, if it comes down to it and I'm going to be changing brakes on a Chevy pickup, or even, you know, taking off a wheel hub or something like that, I know this isn't going to be the tool for me to take an axle nut off. I know, you know, I mean, there's different things out, and it should be common sense. But at the end of the day, it's not always. Some of the bigger caliper bolts, I know this isn't going to be the tool for me to do that with. A lot of times I might need to get a 1/2 inch ratchet, but obviously everything revolves around my life about getting done with a job as fast as I can and as efficiently as I can, but also doing it right. And this tool helps me get to that point a lot quicker, and Dewalt has nailed it with this one, and I can't wait to see, because I'm excited about what's coming in the future. Is it the best tool on the market? I'm not going to go and give anybody that claim, ever. As far as the best line, is this the best tool right now? This is the king of the hill for subcompacts right now. It is by far my favorite subcompact tool that I've had to date. Over everything I've owned, Makita 14.4 stuff, Milwaukee, DeWalt, Snap-on. I don't even think about the CT761. A lot of guys do. It is a little bit smaller, but it doesn't have near the power. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. Ring that bell! Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.